Hi, everyone. Welcome to yoga. Glendale Community College Wellness Channel. Loving that so many of you are using the recordings. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. We've got lots of hits. I think one of the sessions has like almost 50 hits, which is pretty cool. All right. Today, we're going to start standing, and I want to do a lot of stretching today. I want to do a lot of core work. So yeah, that's the plan. We'll see how we go. So let's just stand in the center of our mat in mountain, rolling the shoulders back, palms forward. Go ahead and close the eyes. And let's just take 3 slow, deep breaths. In through the nose and out through the nose. Relax the jaw, the forehead. The shoulders. Plant the feet in the mat. Beautiful. Take a nice deep breath in. Swing the arms up and just keep them parallel to each other. Keep them right by the ears. So you've got parallel arms kind of right by your ears. Feel the length in your body. So root the 4 corners of the feet into the mat as you lift through the waist, keeping the rib cage kind of almost corseted down, so that wraps your shoulders down, but you're reaching those fingertips up, 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 up. So we're going to find that length. Go ahead and clasp the hands together. Push the hips to the right, and then look to the right, underneath the right armpit. See if you can make a crescent shape with your body, like a crescent moon shape. Pushing those hips, rooting the feet down into the mat. Feel that side stretch. Inhale as you recover. Exhale, move to the other side. Pushing the hips to the left, opening up the chest, looking under that rib, the armpit, dropping the shoulders down the back. Good. Inhale as you recover. Exhale, push the hips forward and point the fingers behind you. You can even look up. Tight glutes here. Breathe, drop the shoulders, chin to the ceiling. And recover. And then we're just going to take the arms down slowly. And as we bring the arms down slowly, we're dropping the chin to the chest. We're going to do a really slow roll down. So starting with the chin to the chest. Now, the nose reaches down towards the mat. The top of the head reaches down towards the mat. So the shoulders become heavy. So that upper back, those shoulders are just kind of dangling. And then we're going to let them come down a little heavier. Keep that chin close to the chest. Slowly but surely. And we've got a micro bend in the knees. Now we're working our way through the low mid back and lower back. Now you can hang out here if you want. Knees are bent. If you want, you can even place your elbows on your thighs and just stay here for a minute with a heavy head and just kind of pull the pelvis back, maybe right hip and left hip, kind of massaging that lower back. And then if you want to go a little further, you can release the arms down, still with a bend in the knees, and come on down so that your chest is actually laying on your thighs. Heavy head, shake it no, shake it yes. Good. And then with the hands on the mat or on some blocks, if that helps, you can put some blocks in front of you. Slowly, slowly, slowly lengthen the legs. You may not come to a straight leg position, but you just kind of want to lengthen them enough to feel that hamstring stretch in the back of the thigh. I'm shaking the knees one at a time. And I'm going to bend those knees again right over the toes, and then slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, I'm rolling myself back up to standing. Beautiful. All right, we're going to do a couple of standing stretches. So first, let's take the toes out, and we'll come into a goddess sort of deep bend. We're going to take that right arm up and over. We're going to feel the side stretch here with the knees bent. We just did it in mountain. Now we're doing it in this goddess position. Pelvis is dropping straight down towards the ground. Curved arm. Now let that shoulder roll forward. The top of the head comes down. You let the torso roll across the body. The opposite arm comes up across. And let's straighten the arms as we recover. Let's come on down to the other side. Left arm comes up and we stretch over to the right. You can rest your arm on your thigh if you want, or you can just kind of let it dangle. Roll that left shoulder down and forward. Curve the spine forward, let it be heavy. Let the right arm cross the torso, rise up and recover. So I'm going to open this door. Now we're going to do the same thing with the legs lengthened. So we did a nice side stretch here in mountain. We went into goddess, and now we're going to do them in a sort of wide second position with the straight legs. So let's take that right arm up. Find that diagonal line. Bring the fingertips to the toes. You can look down here, so you can really slide this arm down the thigh. You can also look up. Good. And then again, let the top of the shoulder roll forward, keeping the legs lengthened. Let the head be heavy. See how that changes your upper body curve when we keep the legs straight. Let the other arm cross in front of the torso and bring you back to recovery. Let's try that again. Left arm up, inhale. Exhale into that side stretch. Sliding the right hand down the thigh, looking down or looking up. Feel that curve from the fingertip to the toe. Let the shoulder roll forward. Torso comes through center. Right arm crosses the body to bring you up and around. Good. Last time. Now we're going to bend one leg. So take the left leg knee is going to bend over the left toe. The right arm is going to sweep all the way up. Again, you can rest the hand on the thigh or you can let it dangle. But I really want you to find that long diagonal line. Now, let the shoulder roll forward. As you come through center, bend both knees. Shift to the other side, bend the right knee, the left arm crosses the body, and then you come up to recover. Try the other side. Left arm comes up, right knee bends. Find that long, see that long diagonal line? Oh, so good. Push that right knee over the toes. Then let the shoulder roll forward as you come center. Bend the left knee, shift the weight to the left. Right arm crosses the torso, comes up, and you recover. Great. That's a full body warm up. Let's take the hands and interlace them, and let's just bring the toes forward, and let's just get a nice deep low back stretch. So I want you to push the palms of the hands towards the computer screen or the TV screen, and I want you to pull the pelvis away. Belly button is really reaching towards the spine. Pull the right knee back, and then the right hip back, And then the left hip back. And then the right hip. And then the left hip. And then both hips. Good. And then unclasp the hands. Come up to standing. Reclasp the hands behind you. Interlace the fingers. Squeeze the shoulders behind you. And look up. Breathe here. All right, coming back to center. We're going to do a very simple standing abdominal exercise. So we start with parallel feet. Arms are up, straight up. We're going to inhale here through the nose. On the exhale, we're going to bring the right knee to the forehead as we slice the elbows back, keeping them nice and close to the rib cage. And then replace the foot on the floor as you reach up and look up. Exhale, left knee comes up. Nice and slow. See if you can actually touch the nose to the knee. And then nice and slow, recover back to that long length standing position. Inhale here. Exhale as you do your crunch. Inhale as you recover. We do these on the mat sometimes from cat-cow. We bring our knee to our forehead. This is just another way of doing it. We're adding the balance challenge to this. Keep going. The point is to really work slowly and thoughtfully and really to match the movement of the breath with the movement of the body. And good, recover. Now let's do the same thing with the side angle. So our weight is on our left leg. Our right leg is nice and light. We're going to take our hands up to cactus, or you can take your hands to your head. We're going to do a nice side crunch, bringing the knee to the elbow, and then bringing it down, back the foot down to the ground. And you can even do a little counter tilt here to work that waistline. So we do a nice crunch, and then we come down, the foot comes down, and we do a little teeter tot here. Good, just keep going. Find a spot to focus on in front of you, about 6 feet on the ground in front of you. The slower you go, the harder it is. So if you need to speed up, go for it. And then you can match the breath with that speed. We're inhaling as we extend, exhaling as we contract. Let's do 2 more. That standing leg is getting tired, right? All of that control and stability. Beautiful. Shake it out. Shake out those shoulders. Roll them around. Try the other side. So we're weight is on our right leg. Left leg is nice and light. Cactus arms or our hands to your head. Inhale and then exhale. Crunch. I'm just getting a little toe cramp, so that's why I'm flexing my foot. Sometimes those little toe cramps just come at the oddest times. Exhale into the crunch. Really see if you can touch the elbow to the knee. Yeah, that stretch here is a nice waistline side body stretch. 2 more. All right, beautiful. Shake it out. Let's just do a little foot stretch here because I need to do it. Up and down, pressing through those toes. Got a little foot cramp. This is good for our calves. You can even push the toes over. Just give your foot the toes a little stretch. Good, and actually let's take the right leg out and just circle the ankle. In both directions. And then try the other one. Good to do since we're starting standing up. Give the ankles some love. All right. So now what I want to do is a little glute work. So we're going to inhale, arms come up above the head. On the exhale, we're going to step forward onto the left leg. And we're just going to come into a warrior 3 position. The arms can be wherever you want them to be, on your side, on your waist, above your head. We're just going to do some toe taps here. 5 taps. 1. Now, if you need to hold on to something, hold on to something. 2, whatever you got, the wall, the chair, dresser, table. This is just a little bit of activation of the glutes. I don't know how many that is. I think it was 5. And then step back to the back of your mat, recover, and come back down to mountain. Let's just roll the shoulders. A couple deep breaths. Good. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, step forward onto the right leg. Teeter tot right over into warrior 3. Arms go wherever you want them to. 5 toe taps. Drop the shoulders down the back. Long spine. See how high you can get that leg. And step back. And recover. Beautiful. Okay, let's get some water. All right. Let's come to the back of our mats. Let's do another roll down. Starting in mountain. Big inhale, exhale, chin to chest. Shoulders come down. Upper body rolls down. Torso rolls down to waistline. Feel that lower back. A little bit further, all the way down to the pelvis. All the way down. Past the pelvis into a nice forward fold. And let's take a deep breath here and forward fold. Plie the knees over the toes. And lengthen and come back to your forward fold. Plie again. Soft little demi-plie right over the toes. Stretch those calves and back into forward fold. This time we're going to go a little deeper into this bend. We're going to lift the heels off the floor and actually come into a little ball. So weight is in our hands and our belly button is lifted and we're in this tight little ball. Now we're going to walk the hands forward into plank. So we've got this beautiful plank and we're just going to breathe here. You can always lower 1 knee or 2 knees or whatever knees you need to. And let's bring those booties up and find our down dog. Stretch those calves. One at a time. Lift the heels, lower the heels. Good, let's take the right leg off the ground and let's just circle that hip. I'm keeping my leg bent. I'm just getting a little warmed up in the joint here. Try the other side. Good, we're gonna do a little mobility flow here from down dog. Inhale, exhale, step forward with the right foot. And then step right on back. Now you can take the leg outside of the mat. So take the left one forward and you can actually bring the foot outside the mat if you want to. But it definitely needs to go outside the hand. Step back. A couple more times, right and left. Lunge. And down dog. Lunge. And down dog. Find your rhythm, find what feels good. Last set. Good. Coming back into plank. And then lowering the knees. And let's lower the chest to the floor, keeping the elbows nice and close to the rib cage, all the way down to the mat. Pull the mat towards you as you lift the head into cobra. Lower back down, push onto all fours, and then all the way back into prayer. Good old prayer. Big breath. Foot cramp. Just breathe. All right, all back to all fours, tuck the toes, and come into down dog one more time. We're gonna inhale, lift the right leg off the mat, lift it as high as you can, swing it through between the hands. Good, we're just gonna go from lunge to a pyramid stretch. That front leg gets lengthened and the forehead goes to the knee. Lunge, lengthen. And if you need your blocks, grab them on either side of that front foot. Just loosening up the hip joints, you guys. Yeah, stretching the psoas, stretching the hamstrings, getting all warmed up. Take that right leg back, come back into down dog, lift the left leg, see how high you can get it. Ooh, swing that knee through, bring it forward between the hands. Same thing, lunge, and then pyramid stretch. Make the adjustments that you need for your body. You might need to bring that back leg a little closer to the front leg. You may actually want to flex that front foot when you come into pyramid. That might feel really good. Play around with all of this. And step that leg back to down dog. And let's go into plank one more time. Now this time we're going to rewind what we did earlier. So we're going to bend the knees and slowly walk the hands back to the feet until we get into that little ball. We have weight in the hands and the top of our head is reaching towards the floor, as well as our sits bones. We have a really tight little curl. Now, as we send the heels to the floor, our legs lengthen to forward fold. Wag that tail. Shake the head no, shake the head yes. Now I want to do a little special something. As we come through, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae, we're going to stop about halfway up. We're gonna take our arms and reach behind our legs, interlacing the hands or even hugging the elbows. Now from here, all I want you to do is pull the torso, the spine away from the arms. You should feel a delicious lower back stretch. So gentle here, don't go too intense. Gentle, gentle, pull the lower back and spine away from the arms. And then when you're ready, release and complete the roll up slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming back up to standing. Ooh, yeah, that's an intense low back stretch. Get some water. All right. Let's come to the front of our mat. Milo's trying to figure out if he wants to come in. He's gonna come in for a minute and then he's gonna get over it and leave, so. We're gonna come to the front of our mat and we're gonna do a nice chair. Hi, Milo. Thanks for visiting. Ah, beautiful. Find that chair. Lift the right thigh to the chest. Send the leg back. Drop the heel. And let's just raise the torso vertically up to come into warrior one. Woo, just needed to drop my shoulders. Breathe here, see if you can look up. We're gonna take the arms down as we bring the torso forward. You can even lean the torso on the thigh. And then come up, back to warrior one. A couple more times. Working the core, working the back muscles. Of course, the legs are strong, they're working, they're firing up. Last time, big, nice swoop dive. And good. Let's just step forward and come into mountain. Other side, chair. Find your chair. See if you can sink a little lower this time. Stick the booty out a little further. Maybe the knees bend a little bit more. Lift the left thigh to the chest. Step back, drop the heel. Square the hips. Warrior one, opposite side. Look up. Focusing on your breath. And we dive all the way down. See if you can even look underneath your legs. And back up. Look up. And down. Woohoo! That one I went really far and I lost my balance. It's good to know where your threshold is. Good, back to warrior one, find it. And step forward, mountain. Oh, you know what feels like we need to do really quick? Is let's just stretch that glute out. So shift your weight to your left. Cross your right ankle on top of your left knee. Bend the standing leg. And we're coming into a one-legged chair, but this is also a super great hip and glute stretch. Press this knee down towards the ground. If you want, you can even do a little torso dip here, seeing if you can even tap the fingertips on the mat, and then recover by bringing the lower leg all the way up with you. And maybe doing a little rock and roll like you're holding a baby. See how tall you can stretch here? Yeah. And then release. Try the other side. Shift the weight to the right. Cross the left ankle on top of the right knee. Settle in. Press that left knee down. And then if you want, stay there or try a little fingertip challenge and lift the leg all the way up with you. Rock the baby. And release. And now I want to do a quad stretch. So I'm just going with the feeling here. I'll grab the outside of my right foot. I'm gonna tuck the pelvis, and then I'm gonna send the top of the knee to the mat. Lift the left arm up. Press that foot into the hand. That's gonna drop the shoulder automatically. If you want, you can even go into a little dancer here. I'm reaching out my window. But you can always just stay here. It's really important to stretch our quads because, you know, we walk and our quads are used so much with walking. All right, try the other side. Tuck the pelvis, send the top of the knee to the mat, right arm comes up. Find your focal point. Stay there, or maybe tilt forward into dancer. Try and recover gracefully and with a sense of humor, always, and release. All right, good, we're making good time. Let's come to the front of our mat. Coming into chair. Lift the right thigh. Step back, open up the pelvis, come into warrior two. You really want to line the hip bones up. The right is right behind the left. The left knee is tracking back to your left. Let's just take a nice tilt back, straightening the front leg, and then coming back into warrior two. And then I've reached back, but keeping the leg bent. And back to warrior two. And then another nice long length. And tilt. And back to warrior two. Now keep that leg bent. And reverse warrior. Beautiful. While we're here, let's lengthen that front leg, reach, and tilt into triangle. Should feel really good. Ah, snap, crackle, pop goes the spine. Look up. Try to have no weight or as little weight as possible on this left hand. But if you want, you can use a block. That's always an option. Bend that left leg. Look down. Reach forward. Shift the weight onto the left hand and the left foot. The right leg is extended. Oh. And we're going to come into half moon. Oh. Okay, I'm getting rid of that. There we go. The ground is more stable than the block. And then step back, warrior two, one more time, and then swing that arm down as you step back to mountain, the front of your mat. Chair pose. Thigh lifts, left thigh lifts, send it back, line up the hips, warrior two. Micro adjustments, lengthen that leg, stretch back. Return to warrior two. Keep the legs bent, stretch back, reverse warrior. Return, lengthen the leg, stretch back, return. Keep the leg bent, reverse warrior, return. Lengthen the leg, tilt, triangle. Look down towards the mat, bend that right leg, shift the weight forward. Right hand and right foot are on the floor. Left leg's extended, left arm is extended. Now, if you can, you shift your focus. And when you're ready, you step back. Reestablish your warrior two. Swing the leg down with the arm to come back to mountain. You know what? We forgot to do our 20 breaths. I was so excited. Let's do them now. Perfect timing, and then we'll go down to the mat. 20 breaths. You can do them standing or kneeling, whatever feels good to you. Yeah, this will be a nice transition down to the floor. So this is our pranayama. We reach up, we look up, we inhale, we exhale, we bring the arms through heart center. Play with your timing, play with what energy you need to give yourself today. This is all about life force, pranayama, life force. So we're reestablishing with our life force with these 20 breaths. Whenever you're ready, you can begin. Three more. Last one, interlace the fingers in a way that doesn't feel normal. Send the palms to the ceiling. Walk the shoulders up one at a time. See how high you can get them. I bet you can get them even higher. Keep that length in the torso as you take this fingertips wide and out to the side. And release. All right. Good, good, good. I want to do a nice set of core exercises today. I feel like we haven't done a lot of core lately. So we're going to do some core. Come on down to your back. You know what? Let's just stretch for a second. Let the legs extend, kind of shake them a little bit, maybe rock side to side, and then digging the heels into the floor, you can kind of rock your body up and down a little bit. Good. All right. Feet flat on the floor. We're going to take the arms above the head. We're going to inhale here. On the exhale, we're going to come all the way up to sitting. Reach the hands through. Then we're going to open to the right. Close, open to the left, close, and then come back down onto the mat, arms above the head. Inhale, exhale, come up. Don't come all the way up, come about like here, yeah? Almost on the diagonal. Open the right arm and the left, and then roll back down slowly with control. Here is the breath pattern. Inhale, exhale, up. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Inhale, down to the ground, exhale up. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Inhale, down to the floor, exhale up. Now you can stay here or you can do a set with the feet off the ground. Last time. Good. Hug those knees to the chest wide. So you're kind of almost hugging the knees towards your armpits. And then hug the knees into the chest. And then take them back out. And back in. Good. Shake those legs out. Good. Take the feet down to the floor. We're just going to do some slicing. So you guys know the drill. You can have your left hand on your head, your right hand down on the floor, palm down. Inhale here. Exhale, we're going to bring the knee to the elbow and back down. We're just going to do this side first, 10 times. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Switch sides. Left palm goes flat on the ground. Right hand comes to the head. Inhale. Elbow to knee. Slow and steady. Use control, efficiency, precision, breath. Beautiful. All right, just let those knees fall side to side, windshield wipers. That should feel good. Whew. My floor is creaking. All right. Legs are up. We are going to have our palms down by our sides. All we're going to do is lift the pelvis and the glutes off the floor, but it's not going to be a very big movement. So it's just a little lift and a lower, 10 of these. I want you to use your breath of fire. So that hissing sound in the back of the throat on the exhale. 10 of those, good. Let's do a little spinal twist. Let's cross the left over the right, keeping the knees nice and close to the chest, let them fall to the right, and give yourself a twist, looking over your left shoulder. And recover, uncross and recross with the other leg. Let the knees fall to the floor, look over the opposite shoulder. And recover. All right, good. We're gonna come all the way up to sitting. And we're gonna try to do boat. I always have to remember which one is which way. So this position, this yoga position, you can have the legs up and you can be on your elbows. You can have them at a 45-degree. You can be up here with your hands on the ground. You can be here with your arms forward, but ultimately we want them by our ears. We're gonna hold 1, 2, 3, and then come all the way sitting and just release the forehead forward. And then we're gonna set ourselves back up. Now remember, there's lots of stages. You can have the feet, the legs bent and the arms up. Yeah, you can have the legs straight and the hands on the mat. We're gonna try whatever version you want for 3 seconds. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, and release. Then bring the soles of the feet together and just let the knees fall open. Stretch here. And we're gonna do that last time, because 3 is the magic number. Whatever version of boat you're doing, we're gonna hold it for 5. Set yourself up and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, let's extend the legs in front, sitting nice and tall. Inhale, forward fold over those legs and release. Heavy torso. Surrender to the stretch. Getting a little cold. All right, let's just do some stretches. So let's take the legs out, kind of in a V. We'll just do a little dancer stretch where we do a soft arch rainbow, tracing a rainbow up and over. My feet are flexed and I'm trying to touch those toes with my opposite arm. I don't know if I can, but that side was okay. This side, I think, maybe not. Oh, got one. So it's just a gentle flow. And then if you want to stay on one side for a bit longer, go ahead and do that. Just make sure that you root the opposite hip into the mat. And then you can also round the torso down towards the knee as well. So you can be open or you can be closed. Good. And bring the right foot inside the left thigh. I'm gonna scoot back a little bit here so you can see me. Sitting nice and tall, inhale, look up. Exhale, forward float, fold over that leg. This should feel delicious. Just relax. And recover. And go ahead and take that knee that's up and cross it over the leg that's extended. Hug the knee into the crook of your elbow. Inhale, lengthen the opposite arm. And then exhale, open up to look behind you. I think I'm doing the wrong arm. This works though. Let's try the other side. Let's take this elbow, the left elbow, in the knee. And then the right arm comes up and then open. Oh, you know what? They both work. We discovered something new. Let's try the other side. I've got my left foot to the inside of my right thigh, sitting nice and tall. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold, surrender. And recover, lift that knee. You can do, let's do both sides. So we crossed the foot over the thigh. First we did same arm as leg, and then we did a little twist, which is interesting. You got to keep those hips square. And then we switched arms, and left arm comes up, and then we twist to the left. This is the proper way, but who has to be proper? We don't have to be proper here. We get to make mistakes and be playful. And sassy yoga. All right, let's come back down onto our backs for bridge. Hands down by our sides, inhale. Exhale, press the pelvis up, up. Breathe here. See if you can get a little higher. You can stay here, or if you want, you can take that right leg off the mat and stamp the ceiling with the bottom of your foot. And then you can take that down slowly and then shift to the other side. And then come back down, hold bridge again, see if you can get a little higher. Tighten those glutes. Notice your breath. And slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, come back down to the mat. And come into happy baby. You can hug the outside of the feet, or you can grab the big toe. Rock back and forth. Maybe just massage your face a little bit here. Extend your jaw. And then release the legs. Create a nice long line on the floor with your body. Inhale. Hold the breath at the top of the inhale. Squeeze everything in your body. Everything. Face, shoulders, rib cage, core, hips, glutes, quads, ankles, toes. And release into the floor. Remove the tongue from the roof of the mouth, swallow. Stick out the tongue, say, ah. Close your eyes and get yourself into a corpse pose for our Shavasana. Deep relaxation. And we will have a little piece of music. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana. Otherwise, we'll close our class in a seated position, in our hands at heart center. And we'll acknowledge the effort that it took to show up today, to give ourselves this time to work our bodies, to work our humility, to work our creativity, to find our strength, to find our weaknesses. They're all part of who we are, and we're grateful. The spirit in me salutes the spirit in you. Namaste. Come again, 4:30 Friday. Or just check us out at the Wellness Channel. All right, y'all. See you next time.